Hey guys, back with another video, and today I'll be covering a trade recap on some longs that I took on NQ this morning. And I'll kind of cover the rest of the week, how it went, what to expect, and all that kind of stuff. So let's get straight into it. So, first of all, after I had posted my initial, see if I could go back here, my initial analysis, which was that I thought we were gonna continue expansion. We did actually. However, some things happened in between that. So right here, you could see, we continued higher. We traded up higher, and what I wanted from this week is for us to actually close above this weekly fair value gap. However, we got about to the very top of it, the very tip of it, and we just were not able to hold. So that's obviously some level of bearishness right there, because we would have wanted us to close strongly above that, and we're not. We're working out. So going into the next week, honestly, we there's a good chance that we'll see a sell off, possibly into this low or this level right here. But yeah. So initially, I was correct, but some kind of news came out. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. There's quite a lot of news right now. Primarily, China is kind of breaking trade rules like within our trade war that we're having. So yeah, that's kind of bringing a bearish market right now. So over here, market open, you could have caught a inversion, but honestly, you would have had to been in the first minute, because yeah, you would have had to enter literally at 9:31 right here, and that's something that I wasn't looking for. So I was looking for shorts um, lower down here, and I got stopped break even. Anyways, so here's a trade I took today. Kind of go back, see if I could. So we're sitting inside of a daily fair value gap right here, from this high to this low. And so whenever we open up inside of a discounted for fair value gap like that, I like to see if price will respect it. Even if my overall draw, like I saw all this sell side and I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna trade there, but not until later. So I was looking for longs in here. Um, we took out some of the sell side right here. And then right when news hit, let me see. Right when news hit, about 10, a minute later, we closed above. And so we had this low resistance liquidity run in here. We have this high with no wick. Price is going to attract to that. And we don't necessarily have to aim all the way for that. But if we could trade in that direction, then price is likely to trade in that direction. So yeah, as soon as we inverted this inversion for value gap, and so we don't have to retag all the way into it. Um, Sometimes price isn't going to come back to it, and that's okay. The inversion is simply our confirmation to enter. So yeah, I entered all the way up here, targeted initially these highs, but price got so choppy that I was kind of skeptical if we would trade higher, which we didn't. So I made the proper choice. Let me see if I could pull this up. Okay. So right here, this is on the 1 minute chart. So we inverted both of these for value gaps. On the 2 minute, we only have a singular one, and that's the one I was watching. Okay. Looking at Tradeify accounts. So yeah, we just kind of we chop a little bit, but The main thing right here is there's not any fair value gaps in here, so I know it's a low resistance liquidity run. That's like, if you could take anything out of this video, it's gonna be that, honestly. Okay, so right there I close early because I see how choppy we are. I see I believe ES actually had a pretty big SMT with NQ. So just not a lot of good signs. Not a lot of good signs that we're gonna continue higher. So yeah, it was a good choice though, because I would have gone stopped out break even right here and probably been upset. So this was a trade. Um, so stop was down here, exit up here. And so this is how I would clarify what kind of trade it was on my journal. And I would put A plus for this. That's definitely an A plus setup, just because we have the daily for value gap. You have this 2-minute inversion for value gap. That's just singular. And then you have the internal low resistance liquidity run. Like, super obvious price is going to run through these highs right here. So there's no reason to not enter. And then I had some Apex accounts that I'm working on, just trying to fit more in there. So yeah, that's about it. Has been kind of a more rough market. We're in a bit of a range right here again. So initially we had this range last week, and right here, I mean, it's the same thing, you know. We're coming in here, we're respecting things, but then we're just consolidating. But honestly, my plan going into next week is more it's a little bit more bearish. I'd like for us to come down here, and then possibly later on we'll see us trade up to all-time highs. But yeah, that's what I think so far. Let me know what you guys think as well. Catch you guys in the next one.